Well, folks, I know you probably heard it about 1 o'clock this morning when the real big stuff finally came through. Yesterday afternoon, it looked threatening, but it didn't get started. And finally, at about 9 o'clock, it really got going out to the west and rolling over us. At this hour, most of the severe weather has pulled out of our region, and that's good because we have improving conditions expected for the rest of the day. But what you will see is this morning, probably quite a bit of damage in areas of South Texas, courtesy of that storm. All of the activity, as you can see, we zoom in here, is now the heaviest stuff. This was in Agua Dulce last night. You can see the thunder and lightning before the actual rain gets there. Thanks to Kara for sending in that video. You can, let me see if you can hear it. Yeah, you can hear the thunder and lightning big time. Yeah. And then, of course, at 2 o'clock in the morning, it was raining all over the city, so it was lit up with all that lightning around there. So this is all of our cameras going at the same time with the rain and, of course, the lightning rolling through. As I mentioned, all the severe weather is now offshore, so we've got improving conditions. In fact, things are going to be better, but we've had quite a few reports. We had of course, we talked about Aransas and Calhoun County with that possible tornado that they're going to confirm today. We had 50 and 60 mile an hour wind gusts with the storms coming through. The rainfall total was not particularly impressive, only 0.68 of an inch of rain out at the airport, courtesy of the fact that it came by so fast. If it had been a little slower, it would have dropped a lot more rain. So at this hour of the day, we've got rain ending, but clouds still with us. Because we're still basically ahead of this stationary front, we're going to be fairly warm today. Once the sun comes out, we'll get up into the 80s, and then we'll watch and wait because this little cool front is actually going to drop down and give us some fairly nice weather for the next couple days. So the timing is perfect. But here is the culprit for the big weather last night. What we were waiting for, we had the stationary front. It was stalled. We were looking for this area of low pressure to sort of drift this way, and that was going to really pick up that intensity of the rain. And that happened, but maybe about 2, 3, or 4 hours later than earlier anticipated. So for the time being, here's what we expect for today. Severe weather is now beginning to pull out of Texas, rolls into Louisiana, portions of Arkansas and Alabama and Mississippi as well. Here's our frontal system. It's still to the north of us, so the cooler, drier air is up here. We're going to be on the warm slot. Even though the rain is pulled off, we'll be fairly warm once the sun comes out. Then eventually by tomorrow, that frontal system will drift through, we'll pick up a north wind, and then you're going to go, what storm, because it's going to look so nice. Now, obviously, things are going to be a little on the damp side because we did get 1 to 3 inches of rain, depending on where you're standing. Officially, as I mentioned at the airport, it was only 0.68, but that's at the airport. It looks like portions of San Patricio County got a little bit heavier rain. So as we get to Friday and Saturday, we've got a nice little offshore wind. That's going to make it very delightful, but it's not really coming back out of the Gulf until about Monday of next week. So for the timing of everything, couldn't ask for nicer weather. So again, the clouds will be departing today by noon. Certainly we'll all be seeing sunshine. When I put this front here, that's that north wind coming in, but the squall line has already moved ahead of the front. And then that makes your Friday spectacular. We're looking for an 88 today, but only 78 on Friday. And then on Saturday, lots of sunshine and a high of about 80 degrees. Sunday is looking really nice, 81 degrees, perfect for outdoor activities. And then we start seeing a little bit of moisture roll back into our area, but that won't be until early next week. So